right, we got Daniel here. Say hello, Dan.
Hello, how are you?
So what do we got here? Tell us a little bit about this brand. Looks like a beauty.
So this is Loch Lomond Whiskies from the Highlands in Scotland, obviously. These are all single malt Scotch whiskies, and we're very excited because we're partnering with NBC and the Golf Channel, and we're bringing the Claret Jug, which is the championship trophy from the Open, British Open, all across the country. Started in California, we're finishing up here as our last stop in Edison, New Jersey, and we're really excited to share both the Claret Jug and our wonderful single malt Scotch whiskies with the whole country on this tour.
Fantastic. So tell us about the brand.
So Loch Lomond has been around, Loch Lomond whiskies have been around for 200 years in different forms. This most recent form has been around for about 50, 60 years, and we're very excited to sort of reintroduce it to the United States and the American market. It's a very exciting brand in that it has a lot of really interesting features. In addition to this 200 years of history, it has some amazing craft features that are pretty unique in the industry. One of the things that we do, which is not completely unique but is pretty interesting, is we don't chill filter it. So we have beautiful, more rich, creamy mouthfeel by not chill filtering the brand. A little higher alcohol levels to counteract the effects of that. The other thing we do is we have an in-house cooper. We're one of only 4 brands in all of Scotland that has an in-house cooper, and that gives us a real ability to control the kind of wood treatments we get on the woods. We can pull the whiskey out, recharge, get double char barrels. We can do all kinds of different barrels, and really gives us a little bit more control and an ability to really make the style that we want in a real controlled way.
That's fantastic. Some of the biggest houses in the world basically have their own cooperage, so that's amazing for you guys to be able to do that. What kind of volume does this brand do worldwide, and what's probably the highest volume consumption country in the world?
Well, the highest volume consumption has to be the UK, for obvious reasons, and it hasn't been in the United States that long. Worldwide, the volume is not that large, but it's a little larger. In the United States, it's really just starting out, so we're really only expecting maybe 10,000 cases sold this year in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a boutique brand here in the United States, and even worldwide, it's starting to gain some traction in China. We all know what that Asian market is like for some of these higher-end scotches. Australia does pretty well as well, and then obviously the UK being the largest market.
Awesome. What are the different marks that you have?
So we've got 3 main marks, which is the original, which is a blend of about somewhere between 5 and 8-year-old Scotch whiskies from Loch Lomond. We have our 12-year, which is our sort of most famous mark as well. And we have
I had it the other day. It was phenomenal. For the price, it blew me away.
And so, that's the other thing we're working on. We'll get to that in a minute. And then we have the 18-year-old. We are also introducing a couple of specialty items. 2 specialty items just for the Open. One is the Open Special Edition, which is the one I'm showing you here. This is the Carnoustie edition as well, which is going to only be 150 bottles for the United States, and that's going to be a 1999 vintage brand. And it's going to be called the Carnoustie Special Edition because they're playing the Open at the Carnoustie Golf Course this year. And every year for the next 5 years, we're going to have an edition just for that golf course. And this special edition that I was showing you is going to be out every year again for the summer.
This is the first in its series?
Yes, first
wow.
5 years. Every year for the next 5 years.
So guys, if you're watching this, and the guys who are my whiskey nerds and collectors, you guys got to go find this. This is going to be a jewel to have in your series of collections.
And like I said, there's only 150 bottles of the Carnoustie edition, and they'll be spread out throughout the country, so there's only going to be a few bottles per market. It's going to be cool. And then we're also going to introduce later in this year, September, October, our 50-year.
Wow.
It's going to come in a special package, and it will have 10 bottles for the United States.
Wow.
So
if somebody can find one, what's that going to retail for? 20,000 plus?
Yes.
I would assume?
Yes.
Wow.
So, which is actually...
Is this the first time they're doing this?
Yes, it's the first release in the United States. They released it once in the UK already, but this is the first release for the United States.
Wow.
So those are the exciting. So again, we have the 3 main brands, original, 12, and 18, as well as these special editions that will be coming out with this year. And all of these, including the $20,000 bottle, are all relatively less expensive than our competitors. So as you were mentioning before with the 12-year, it's going to retail more or less in that $35 price point. And for the process we use, the non-chill filtered. I don't think I mentioned we use a longer distillate process, a 92-hour distillate process. In-house coopers, all these things. We're offering a little bit more than our competitors at a slightly lower price, and our scores are reflecting that. Double gold from San Francisco, 93.5 points from Jim Murray. All these high scores that kind of reflecting how great the product is, and we're trying to bring it to we realize it's a discovery brand. We want to bring it to the market in a way that is more exciting and a little bit more affordable than some of our competitors.
The scores are there, which is great. I know a lot of people go after it, but this partnership with the Open, I think, is a true testament too. I'm sure the Open just doesn't take on any brand.
Exactly.
So that in itself is priceless. And it gives credibility to the brand even more.
Absolutely. We saw an opportunity there. Our owner kind of approached them, and the synergy was perfect. The same thing happened with NBC and the Golf Channel. They had done this Claret Jug tour before, but not with a bar, not with a spirit brand associated. And when they found out we were associated with the RNA, the organization that runs the British Open, they were very excited, and we got in touch with them, and everybody, the partnership was just perfect. Awesome. We really thought it was a great way for us to showcase them and them to showcase us, and really get the word out about the quality and the heritage of what we're offering.
Gotcha. In closing, to summarize, if you can give 3 quick bullet points as to what makes this brand different than most brands out there. I know cooperage, having your own cooperage is one of them, but if you want to just summarize it for the people watching this.
Well, I'm going to say the 3 main points are a combination of long heritage, incredible craft, and affordable price points.
Yeah.
It's a pretty unique combination in the market today, and we're offering all 3 of those.
Great. Daniel, thank you. Always a pleasure seeing you. Last time we met was in Vegas, and you took care of me. I really appreciate it, and always a pleasure seeing you. Thank you so much. Guys, watching this, make sure you guys go out and look for this brand. More to come on this.